off of Lake Charles or somewhere in that area. It's like freaking 83 over 79. Like, I definitely see huge wind threat, but my God, it's probably be some big time flash floods going on.
I know. Like, I really wanted to get over into that moderate flash flood risk, but I don't want to write off day 3, honestly. We've been driving like 6 hours, 5-6 hours every day for the whole month. It's like, I just don't want to push it, I guess. Probably, I guess the right thing to do probably would have been to start, well, probably sat out yesterday and then went to Florida, like Pensacola for the morning round. But really didn't have a choice to sit out yesterday because we started the day in frickin' Midland. Morning, everybody. Afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, at least yesterday was briefly fun. But I don't know, I really thought about going up to El Reno yesterday and then taking a little break. But I don't know what's to come after Wednesday. If it's going to be dead or more low wind days.
Well, should be some activity, it looks like. Maybe Thursday. So, it's just a matter of staying out and picking off what you can, I guess. A very, very lame risk for severe weather right now.
I know. To go home, it's going to be freaking slight risk palooza. I'd be so mad.
Alright, folks, we may, this might be the shortest live stream I've ever done. Now, I know I've said this previously where I'm like, yeah, the day sucks, whatever. But I mean it. Like, we just don't have anything happening, guys. Like, if we look on Radar Omega, we've got these big blobs, these big convective blobs. They're dumping more of a flood threat than anything, and they're warned for small hail and wind, and that's about it. There's just nothing robust happening out here, and it looks like it's probably going to stay messy like this. And the area that we're in near Houston here, folks, this coastal area, it's hard to move around quickly. It's a pain. The visibility kind of sucks. So this might be a dud, and I fully think it is. And if I didn't have the stream already scheduled, I probably would not have went live, but we'll be live. We'll see what we can find. I think it's a dud, honestly. I could go into Louisiana. I think later on today in southern Louisiana it's going to light up. But I need to get back to like western Oklahoma for Wednesday. And like I was just talking to Corey about, guys, I've driven at least a minimum of 5 hours every single day since May 1st. I'm sorry, April 29th. 5 hours every day. I want one day where I don't have to sit in the car for 5 hours. That's basically my thing. So that's why I'm going to cut today off a little early, 6 or 7, unless something big's happening, and start heading north so that that's not such a long drive tomorrow, because I feel like I deserve to have a day where I'm not driving around like an idiot so I can do some stuff, because it's causing stress. So I just want one day. Like, that's all I need. If I can just have one day where I only have to drive 2 or 3 hours, that would just make a world of difference, and we'll do a lot. But we've got a beautiful view ahead of us, so whoop-de-doo, I guess. You're from somebody in the chat from Beaumont. I was actually targeting Beaumont initially. You got that flash flood warning off to your northwest, but being on this side of Houston, I'd never get over there, with the rain and everything. I'm going to be also debuting a new streaming setup. Hopefully by the next stream I need to build it, because I'm sick and tired of our radar not working. And that's not a Radar Omega problem. That is a me problem. And I'm sick and tired of the way this is functioning. So probably I need some time to redo that. But thanks for joining, everybody. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share and all that stuff. But I was just trying to be honest with you guys. I really, this is more of a kind of, I'm here out of a formality, if that makes sense, because I said I would be here, so now I'm here. But I'm kind of sort of unofficially targeting these storms down here, even though I don't think we're going to make it. I've got El Campo in, it's an hour away. So targeting this line, that line's not very robust. Oh, for crying out loud, dude. It is 55. Can we sneak around this guy? Yes. Must not be from Texas. I think the better target today would have been to be in the Nebraska, Jesus Christ, Florida Panhandle, not the Nebraska Panhandle. I don't know what's wrong with me. The Florida Panhandle today, like Pensacola and stuff. Probably would have been a good place to be earlier this morning, but that was just not possible to get there, because even if I would have sat out yesterday, I still don't think we would have got there, because the night before, we were in Fort Stockton, Midland, those areas, so I don't think it would have even been possible to get over there. So we're kind of stuck with, I guess, the secondary target. There is a severe thunderstorm watch in effect, but man, guys, it's just, this ain't looking very robust here. And I don't know if this guy's driving around with his blinker on because he's turning, or if he forgot that it's on. But I'm guessing he forgot to turn it off, so we're probably just going to blow by him. Oh my god. Gotta get around this guy. Line of cars coming. Yeah, we're doing 39 miles per hour in a 55. Hell yeah. We are doing really fast here. Hold on. Oh, we might actually be turning now. Okay, we're down to 35. Yep, I think we're actually turning now. Oh, thank God. Cross your fingers, everybody. Get her in there, bud. Jesus Christ. They're throwing a hot dog down that freaking hallway. Yeah, well, maybe we'll find a different animal today. I don't know what it'll be, but shit, I never thought we would have found an emu yesterday, so I guess you just never know. Thanks for joining, everybody. We'll try to make the best of what we can today. That's kind of the thing about live streaming the weather like this. Is the success of this channel is very dependent on the weather, and when the weather kind of keeps crapping out on us, which I guess overall is a good thing. But when we keep getting these duds and these kind of busts, we'll talk about busts in a minute. But when you get these kind of busts and these duds, it really hurts this channel, but there's just nothing you can do about it. But I want to add a footnote there. When I say bust, sometimes I'm referring to like the chase. Doesn't necessarily mean that the forecast is a bust. There's a government employee, I'm not naming names, some of you probably know who it is, that keeps going after me every time, which I appreciate him or her watching my live stream enough to critique it, but they keep going after me on the Twitter, or the dumpster fire known as Twitter or X. Every time I say bust, well, thinking that I'm dogging on a certain weather agency. I'm not. You know, like when I say, okay, the stream was a bust, I'm not saying that the SPC botched the forecast. Christ, I'm saying that we did. You know, I make my own forecast too. And when I say we botched something or we busted, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm saying anybody's an idiot. And they need to stop taking those words and putting them in my mouth. But I kind of wanted to elaborate on that a little bit. That just because I think today's kind of a dud does not necessarily mean that I think it's a dud overall. It's kind of a dud for our chasing, it looks like. But, I mean, you know, we've got an enhanced risk where they're saying, you know, 2.5 to 3.5 inch hail, and we're not seeing it. I'm not saying the SPC is busting. I'm just saying that from a chasing perspective, it's not doing it today for us, which is good. Because, you know, we don't want to see people get softball-sized hail landing on their cars and stuff. That sucks. I never thought that we would be at the point in the internet where a YouTuber is frustrating government agencies, and that's just irritating because that's not my intent. I'm literally one of the biggest supporters of some of our government-run weather forecasting centers, and to see somebody from there going off on me constantly is really disheartening. But whatever, everybody's got their own opinion. My opinion's always right, but, you know, just saying. That was a joke. Somebody's probably taking that way too seriously. That was a joke. Yeah, so tomorrow there's a chance for severe weather in like Georgia, Florida, Alabama. But I really I'm not going to be out tomorrow. It's way too far east for right now. But I think that risk is primarily for the leftovers from tonight. So we're going to get a line to form, you know, this complex of storms to track east across the Gulf Shore, and then the Gulf Coast, whatever. And then it's eventually tomorrow after 6 a.m. because that's when the SPC convective period ends, roughly about 6 a.m. About 6 a.m. it'll be a new day, you know, in terms of the weather across
Jackson County in Texas.
And that the event may still be ongoing, albeit much, you know, weaker than it is today and tonight, but that's mainly what that's for. It's not really for a separate thing. So that's kind of the leftovers, so we're not going to catch that anyway. But I do see a marginal risk for day 3 that's been issued for like the Texas Panhandle. I'm going to be completely frank. I did not read the SPC's outlook, but I'm a little bit confused why they placed that where they did. The models that I was looking at was indicating more of like a western to central Oklahoma I-35 region. So take all this with a grain of salt. I don't know if it's going to be where they put the risk or where I think the risk is going to be. But anywhere from, you know, the Texas Panhandle to I-35 probably should be watching on Wednesday. And I think that's probably when we're going to see our next live stream. It should be Wednesday. Something's happening up here. I don't know what the hell. They're trying to pull a vehicle out of a ditch or something. Focus. 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 This guy's like, I don't get paid enough for this. Oh, look, you can see in that guy's mirror. Hello. Well, that's a lady. I'm sure she's nice. That guy's so bored. It's like, yeah, you want to see my truck? Yeah, it's a tow truck. Yeah, nice weather we're having. Yeah, you too, man. Have a good day. Imagine that's what's being set up there right now. I took the wrong road north. Guys, I'm going south. Yeah, I think they got a semi in the ditch up here, but I don't know if it looks like they're packing up. I wonder what she's thinking. Oh, I just want to go about my day. An oversized load convoy back there. I wonder if that's something to do with it. That's what we could do on down days. We could just follow tow trucks around and live stream them. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. Whatever it is, I don't think it's going to take too long, because even if they're just hooking up to them, it should be a quick pull, because I can't even see what's in the ditch, so it can't be that bad. Ooh, that car up there is getting pissed. He's like, get moving. Slow news day. Slow frickin' day when we're sitting here looking at tow trucks. I wonder if it's this FedEx truck that they pulled out. Okay, well that was fun. So now we can maybe go catch these storms. We've got some severe warnings down there approaching El Campo, and we'll be in El Campo in less than an hour or so. Let's see what we can do here. Get her in there. We'll put a hot dog down that one too.
Battery high. Let's look at our storms there, folks. We're on using Radar Omega here, located up here by I-10, headed toward El Campo with these severe warned storms en route.
cow. Just got to get down the damn road. Oh, this guy is abruptly turning. Cool.
Turn left.
Well, I'm just going to pull out in front of this guy here like it's nobody's business.
In 800 feet, turn right. Turn right.
At 2:30, road has cool daylight time. A severe thunderstorm located near Inez, Oregon, 10 miles northeast of Victoria, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, ping pong ball size hail and 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, people and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Edna, Garnado, Lolita, Lake Extended Dam, and Bill. For your protection, move to an interior in the lowest floor of a building. Hail, damaging wind, and continuous cloud-to-ground lightning are occurring with this storm. Indoors, lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 237, effective until time. This watch includes the following counties in Texas: Austin, Colorado, Fort Bend, Jackson, Matagorda, and Matagorda Bay. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen to later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned for weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The National Weather Service has issued a thunderstorm warning for central Jackson County in south central Texas until 3:30 p.m. Central Daylight. 9 p.m. Central Time. A severe thunderstorm was located near Inez, Oregon, 10 miles northeast.
Yeah, we're going to get on these severe storms, guys. We're going to get them. So at least we've got something in the crosshairs here. Yeah, we're down here in quite this tropical climate here too. We've got like, you know, upper 70s dew points here with low 80s air temps. Feels like South Florida out here. It's kind of ridiculous. Feels nice though compared to that kind of dry climate I've been in.
To the weather radio, commercial radio, and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The National Weather Service in Lake City has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Central Jackson County in South Central Texas until 3:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time and 2:39 p.m. Central Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm was located in
Probably going to have a secondary flooding risk here develop. I wouldn't be surprised. Storms are dumping a lot of rain. Yeah, we should be on that storm, I would say, in about 45 minutes, I think. Here's a look at Radar Omega.
Thunderstorms in the evening. Friday, southeast winds around 10 knots. Waters just slightly choppy. Friday night, east winds 5 to 10 knots. Waters
We're up here.
winds waves higher and their thunderstorms.
We want to catch this line somewhere down here on Interstate 69.
Coastal location. Coastal waters from Freeport to Matagorda should chill out 20 nautical miles. Severe thunderstorm watch 237 in effect until 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening. Small craft should exercise caution this afternoon.
I don't think there's that much for wind in here either, honestly.
Seas 3 to 4 feet. Wind detail southeast 4 feet in 4 seconds. A chance of showers and thunderstorms.
These things are warned for 60 mile per hour wind and 1.5 inch hail. So I guess we'll find out if that's right or not. Alright, we might need to pass this guy. I don't know, folks. I can't find much for wind on there, but they are still warned for 60 mile an hour winds and oh hell, 1.5 inch hail. Hold on a second. The biggest hail is going to be where this yellow pixel is, just southwest of Edna. But I'm not super impressed with it. I don't want to lie to anybody here. Get everybody hyped up for, you know, the storm of the century here. But this is probably going to be a one and done. Get down there, take a look at it. It's let it go over us, and that may be it. But this is just not one of those like super exciting days. You know, we have those days. Dude, it's a, there you go. It's a four-way stop, not a four-way put it in the park. But we have those days where we've got a lot of, hey, you need a wide turn, buddy, so I'm just going to go. We have those days where, you know, it's really exciting and fast-paced. In fact, most of those days are like that, but something's just off today with what I was kind of forecasting. But we're down here and we're out for it, so we might as well be down here and out for it. But thanks everyone for following along regardless.
VR Calhoun and Victoria County in Texas.
I think they're putting out a new shit. I have no idea what the speed limit is. Probably going way too fast. I think we might be getting a new severe warning coming out. No, we're not. That new severe warning is actually down here. They're putting a special marine warning out also. We're up here. I'm honestly surprised he did not pull us over. We were doing like 12 over. Whatever. Not worried about it. I was a little concerned last night, so I drove from, what is it, San Angelo to, is it Gold Twat? I don't know, whatever. On, I think it's like County Road 746 or something. Real narrow road, trees on each side that are about, 10 feet high, those tree bush things. It just looks like somebody's going to pop out with a freaking machete, right? I saw 2 cars in 2 hours of driving. That was it, 2 cars. Pull into this gas station, Gold Twat, whatever, and the cops come up to me and, whatever, we were talking and something about being out in the middle of nowhere, and I said, yeah, I know, I've been driving on that road for 2 hours, and I saw 2 cars. And he goes, you came from that road? I said, yeah, I came from that road. Why? They looked at each other, and he goes, you don't drive on that road. I'm like, what the hell's that supposed to mean? He's like, well, at least we got guns and shit. And I'm like, well, so do I. But like, what's that have to do with the road? And he's like, well, you know, there's been some questionable activity on that road. I'm like, well, what kind of questionable activity are we talking about here? Like, talking like prostitutes working the corner, or are we talking about murders? Because like those are two different types of questionable activities here, you know. And he just reiterated that is not a good road to drive on at night. And I'm like, oh, great. Well, I'm glad I made it out alive, so I won't take that road again. And that road sucked too. Like, it was so washboarded. You were just all over the damn road. I probably offended somebody. Sorry. Try about it. It's a joke. I've noticed that sometimes when I say things that I think are funny, people find them offensive. Oh well. I pissed somebody off on Twitter this morning already with that. So somebody posted, and I'll talk about this because they were very mean to me. My feelings are very hurt. But this person tweeted out, they're like, I need $2,000 because it's too hot where I live and I need to go move somewhere. So, and somebody else commented, like, why don't you just go get a temp job? I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. And this person then responded with, no effing way I have an effing job, bro. And I can't take anybody seriously that says bro in a sentence on the internet. So I'm like, oh, hell no. So I responded with, well, it's really not a stupid suggestion. You know, whether you have a job or not, why don't you just go get a crappy temp job and get a paycheck and then just dump the temp job in a month when you got the money? No big deal. Like, no shame in it. Go work at frickin' McDonald's. Who gives a crap? It's money. Oh, you should have seen the response. In fact, I may even have the response. Stand by. This is supposed to be a funny story. Somebody's going to be like, oh, you're bitching again. No, this is entertaining. This person responds with, damn, the community's right about you. All you do is talk shit. Go effing take classes on how to be nice, you effing loser. That's what this person said to me. When my response was, yes, typically more jobs equals more money. No need to drop the I have an effing job, bro, when you're the one asking for the funds. It's a great idea. A secondary income source will likely yield secondary money. And then I elaborated about, you know, how there's really no shame in just taking a garbage job to take a garbage job. And then this person went on another post and continued to call me an effing loser and how I need to effing shut up and how I'm so effing mean. And then Twitter dogpiled on this person and they're like, you're telling this person, me, that they're an effing loser and that they need to be effing nice, but yet you're the one calling them an effing loser. And I about spit my drink out when I saw that. I'm like, yes, logic. So I'm just stirring the pot all over today. I tell you, when I was 18, I was flat broke and I was having a kid. So I worked 2 full-time jobs and a part-time job simultaneously. I would show up at work at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, manage the IT stuff until roughly around lunchtime.
XVR Jackson
And around
County.
lunchtime, I would go work on the ambulance until about 9 or 10 p.m. And then in between all this, I had this like remote support IT thing job that I was doing kind of on my own time, where I kind of filled in for a small business and basically did it on my own time. And it sucked, and I only did that for like 9 to 10 months. But I tell you what, the amount of money I made doing it was stupid. And I made this comment before, and someone's like, oh, you're just rubbing in the fact you're rich. I'm like, oh, no, I never said I got rich from it, but the money I made from it was just stupid because there was so much overtime. You had 2 full-time jobs that are both really good paying and then a garbage part-time job. You really only needed the income from one of the jobs. It's like having a bonus paycheck and a half. And the funny thing was 2 weeks after I did the work, every 2 weeks, the money kept showing up. And it was really weird. It was almost like... It's almost like that people will pay you to do stuff for them. It's a really weird concept. But no, I just get really, like, irritated when I see people play that card. Like, oh, poor me, I need all this money. It's like, okay, well, I understand. So do a lot of us. But what can you do for it? You know, we live in a world today where you can be a content creator, you can be a YouTuber and make money. You can go freaking dance around on TikTok like a doofus and make money. Like, even if you don't want to work a traditional job, you can be your own employer and go make money doing things that normally you wouldn't think of. Like, there's people that make money just by having a Facebook page and a following, and they get sponsors to share their stuff, and all they do is share sponsored posts and then just share stupid memes, and they make $10,000 to $20,000 a month. I know plenty of them. You know, we live in a world where even people that don't want to work in the regular, 9 to 5, there's options. I mean, yes, you're going to have to work a garbage job to get the capital to start a business and do what you want to do, but we all started there. And then, of course, it gets thrown around on me where people are like, oh, well, you just get handouts. Well, no, not really. The people that, tip on the live stream, whether it's Super Chats, PayPal, channel members, whatever, it's kind of like sponsoring, and this is kind of how I've thought of it. A business can come along and sponsor me. They could pay me $10,000 to review their product or whatever. And, well, that's kind of, that's kind of what the audience does, right? Hey, here's a $20 Super Chat. I'm sponsoring this YouTube channel. I want to feel like I'm a part of it. I don't look at them as handouts, and I would never look like it makes me mad that people look down on like the income and revenue from live streams as quote unquote handouts, because it's much more than that. It's not a handout from the audience. It's the audience trusting the content creator with their hard-earned money, and they're saying, hey, this is so that you can keep providing this content. Not, oh, here's a handout because you're a poor son of a bitch. No, it's, hey, I like what you're doing. Like, let's do more of this. Here's $20 kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So that's basically that's the Twitter news for the day. And this is by no means me bitching. This is just me like talking about what's going on, because we got a lot of time to fill here, a lot of dead air here. But I tell you, what a day. But this job was not a handout. I promise you that. I worked my ass off when I was younger just to be able to freaking scrape by. And, I still work my ass off. Like I said, I've driven 5 hours every day minimum. Some days, 10 to 12, but minimum 5 hours a day since April 29th. And, I do my own maintenance on the truck, because you know what happens when I take it other places, except for a very select few places. Just recently in the past, 10 weeks, I've done basically a front suspension rebuild on this. Resealed valve covers in the parking lot. Drive shaft, that U-joint going bad. Probably 12 oil changes in the parking lot. Tire rotations. Cleaning. Taking everything out, cleaning it. Like there's a lot of work that goes into what I do. It's not just turning the camera on and pressing go. It's managing, it's being an accountant, it's being a mechanic, it's being all this crap, because number one, I can't afford to take my truck to the goddamn Chevy dealership and have them give me a $1,000 bill to change a fucking air filter. Sorry for the language, but that's how pissy I am about that topic.
In half a mile.
I'm not going to go spend, $1,000 for a freaking air filter and an oil change when I can do it in the parking lot of the hotel. You guys have access to the Amazon list. You guys have literally been funding and supplying the oil for this vehicle for the past 2 months. Thank you, by the way. But I can do it, and it costs me nothing but my time. Or I can go spend, well, realistically, probably $300 to $400 to have an air filter, a tire rotation, and an oil change at the dealer. And that's stupid. That's a terrible business practice. And something's wrong with this damn truck again. There's something wrong in the front end. I gotta get it figured out. It's making noise. Alright, we're just gonna go. Alright, we're going to be headed south again here in a minute. It's just taking us on this kind of back road to get to 59. Should have our south turn here in less than a mile.
In half a mile, turn right.
Ah!
Turn right.
Hey, we hit 130,000 subscribers. Yay. Alright, well thanks everybody. Cool. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Oh yeah, I'm not a fan of dealership service departments. Some of them are okay, but a lot of them are pretty frickin' terrible. Especially when you get into like commercial vehicles and stuff. It's ridiculous. Like even these like these trucking companies. Like there's a reason trucking companies have fleet mechanics and not taking them to the, you know, Kenworth or Peterbilt or God forbid, you know, Western Star, but you know, that's why, you know, the maintenance industry is such a huge deal, where people are starting to get away from the dealer costs. Like I said, especially on these commercial vehicles where your freaking oil change may run over $1,000. Seriously, because of the amount of oil and the amount of additional things being done. It's a money pit. The transportation industry, that's part of the reason prices go up, guys. You know, maintenance is more expensive, so these trucking companies and transit companies, you know, they gotta jack their rates too. Shit rolls downhill, so. Kind of like those dipshits in Texarkana that screwed me $1,000 to replace the fuel pump in the other Tahoe, and the fuel pump wasn't even the freaking problem. And I knew that. I knew it wasn't the problem, but I trusted them because, oh, they were an elite shop and would never screw anybody over, and they were elitist. I'm like, well, I guess maybe I'm wrong. You know, that was when I thought it was the fuel pump driver, the fuel pump control module, the fuel pump driver module. And that's what I thought it was. I suspected it. It's a common issue on those Tahoes. And I told them when it got towed in, I said, I really think it's this. Like, but if it is the fuel pump, replace the fuel pump and the control module, so I don't have to piss with it ever again. Okay, all right. They called me up. Yeah, fuel pump's bad. I'm like, really? No shit. Okay, well, I guess I was wrong. Go to pick it up. Oh yeah, it's got a new pump, fuel pump control module and new fuel pump. All right. I go in it. The truck starts right up. Perfect. Go to the hotel. Turn it off. Go to start it at 4 o'clock the next morning. Guess what doesn't start? Truck. Guess what I don't hear? Fucking fuel pump. So I'm freaking pissed. I'm calling this place, leaving voicemails at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm just like, you son of a bitches. I look under the truck, and guess what was not changed? The fuel pump driver control module. Wasn't even touched. It still had dirt on it. I'm like, you freaking SOBs. So I even posted this on Twitter. I pull the freaking wiring harness off the module. I jump the positive and negative that goes straight to the fuel pump because it's a pulse width modulated fuel pump. But if you just jump it straight to 12 volts, it just runs it full bore wide open, and that's fine. It doesn't overpressurize the system or anything. It's more of a fuel efficiency thing. Ran it, jumpered them, and immediately heard the pump turn on, started the truck, and fired right up. I was pissed. I almost took that old control module and threw it at their freaking door. But I disputed the charge with the credit card too. I'm like, this is bullshit, because they charged me for it, they didn't replace it, and I told them to do it, and they didn't do it. So they basically threw a fuel pump in and charged me $1,000 for a fuel pump I didn't freaking need. Still didn't fix the vehicle, and I'm pissed. I was so pissed that day. I was so pissed. That's what made me mad. And so sometimes the independent shops will screw you too, but That was real ballsy of them to do that and then charge me for that module and not replace the module, because they should know that, quite frankly, somebody screws me over, I'm going to put them on blast. And we've got, look at all the people that watch.
Turn right.
We could have sent so many customers their way, but nope, they were dishonest about it. And when because I asked them in the voicemail, I'm like, could you at least I want the labor taken off for the driver module, I want the part taken off, and I also want the cost of the fuel pump taken off. I'm only willing to pay you labor because you basically screwed me.
Turn right.
And they absolutely ghosted me, and I think they blocked my number, because anytime I would call them off of my phone, it just goes like immediately to you know, this person's not available thing now.
In Florida.
Oh, we got a train coming. We need to get the fuck across these tracks before we die. But yeah, I was pissed. Like, that irritated me, because at the time I was actually quite low on money too, and that really hurt. So that's why I've been saying, guys, if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself, I guess. Should start seeing this little squall line or cluster come toward us here pretty soon. We're driving right into it. But no, I think I don't know if it's a ball joint or what, but there's just a little bit of like
In a quarter of a mile, turn left onto the slip road.
a little bit of a bumping, or not even really a clunk. It's just like, you know, the front end just doesn't sound as solid as it should. And I know that something's about to need attention. And I want to do it before it needs attention, but this thing's got pretty much a brand new front end on it, so I've got a hard time believing it's something worn out. I almost wonder if something's just not torqued down or something came loose, but it's definitely on the driver's side. I got under there with a pry bar this morning and nothing had any play in it, but I was also in a hotel parking lot with a scissor jack, so it's kind of hard to really know, but I have to get it somewhere here pretty soon. I'd stop and see if that guy needed help with his tire, but it looked like he pretty much had it put on, so. Here's our line of storms coming at us, guys. Kind of hugging the coast a little bit.
I think we were done when we started.
That's stupid. I quit.
Yeah, I'm just looking around and seeing all this water that's already sitting around, like, I don't know if it's like a good idea to stay out of the heavier green or screw it, send it.
It's just, I mean, it's sitting around, but like even getting down here, it's like, I'm not seeing it as much except for some of the residential areas, so. I'm just basically stalling around here to see if they reissue the warning on it, I guess.
think it's just a monsoon.
Got a pretty view here at least. Yeah, it looks like they dropped our severe thunderstorm warning. Figures. Look off to the southeast, I guess.
In half a mile, keep left at the fort.
God, this road's in terrible shape. No wonder they're fixing it. Well, even if absolutely nothing happens, we've got a pretty view, so that's kind of cool.
At VR Webb County in Texas. At VR Beauregard and Calcasieu County in Louisiana.
Well, if we left now, we'd El Reno by 11.
You know, that's actually not as bad as I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to be like 2 a.m.
Oh, that's what I keep forgetting it's only like 3:30. But I put it in since like 400 some miles. I'm like, oh my god, no.
I'll probably put it in the GPS. I don't know if I'll actually make it that far, but I'll definitely be pointing that way. If I can't get up that far, fine, but I'd like to at least get up there to at least past 20. Problem is you kind of run out of options up there, you know. Yeah, guys, I'm basically going to drive into this thing because we're literally running out of real estate.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide, maybe stay at Wacko again. And then move over to like Sweetwater or something tomorrow. That's not that bad of a drive, and then it wasn't that bad of a drive for, Wednesday.
We got the
At VR Jackson.
Got the Gulf of Mexico. These storms are about to go over onto the Gulf. Yeah, I'll consider it, but I think Wednesday is going to be western and central Oklahoma, honestly. 'Cause when I was looking at that, I don't think they put the marginal in the right place. And I know a bunch of other people picked up on that too. Like, I don't know why it's in the panhandle.
Things like diving towards the Gulf now. It wasn't going like northeast, now it's like just straight up southeast bombing for the Gulf.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of running out of real estate. got Waffle Houses in this part of the state, like on the way up, or no?
I think so.
Yeah. Nothing's better after a huge waste than going to Waffle House, being yelled at, and being called baby by some stranger. Oh boy, nothing better than that. Kind of a pretty color to the clouds, though. The blue hue.
Stop being a baby freeloader.
Get a job, you piece of crap. Future I-69 corridor. Nice. Nice. That's gonna get me fun over. Holy shit, that's a tight curve. Got these interchanges in Texas.
In 800 feet.
My God, they're weird compared to everywhere else.
Turn left.
Let's go ahead and find a spot to pull off.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto the slip road. Turn right onto the slip road.
Yeah, this we're gonna pull off for a minute and look at. So we're located here. Here's the shore. All of this is going out over the Gulf, and there's no way that I'm going to get down to the beach by the time this is there, because this front is moving quite quickly. There is some small showers and storms developing here, just inland of the shore. But again, that's all going to be out over the open water before we can get there. I think the most robust thing on the map right now is this little squall line here forming. The place to be probably would be somewhere here in this little coastal plain, like Port Arthur maybe. But no way we can get there. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, no fucking way. Holy shit, I think that hit the street light. Holy Christ. I'm okay. I'm pretty sure that hit the street light. I gotta go back and look at that now. Okay, I'm awake now. God, I'm glad we were on the outside camera. Wow. Nothing like almost dying to wake you up. Hold on here, I gotta see if I can look at this replay quick. We got very bad signal here. Dude, there's a street light about 100 feet away from me and it got struck by lightning and I thought I was gonna die.
It must have been a strike that was just really close.
Yeah, to go. And we just lost power down here too, like all my now I just lost everything.
Yeah, maybe your radio's taking a dump.
Yeah, I turn around, I'm going northbound now. Alright guys, for some reason we're losing all signal there. Now we got signal again.
Quarter of a mile, make a U-turn. Make a U-turn.
Hold on a second, guys.
This is pretty crazy. In a big town, power's on, no cellular data. Like, what is this?
Yeah, I got Starlink back, and the rest is really struggling. Power kicked out, kicked back on. It's taking everything a little bit of time to figure itself back out, or what?
Hey guys, I see this stuff building behind this, but like I said, I've driven at over 5 hours every single day since April 29th. From where we're at now, we've got like a 10-hour drive to Wednesday's target area, and I just want a break. You know, if I chase until 10 o'clock tonight, that means I'm gonna have to make that whole drive tomorrow, and I don't have it in me, guys. I just don't. So I think we're gonna probably let today go. I mean, we're at the point now. This is such terrible terrain to chase in that we're never gonna catch back up to any of this. This kind of shit the bed on us. But you can see this thing's about to move out over the Gulf. And it's moving at a pretty good clip. We're not going to be able to get to the beach in time to get that thing. That's pretty much our target storm going away. Because we've got to be out for, we have to be out for Wednesday, guys. We have to be. And I don't want to be doing this, you know, driving 8 hours overnight to get to the target area. It's probably best to just kind of cut our losses right here and say, well, at least we got the stream. It might not have been great, but at least we were out here. You know, and start positioning for Wednesday. I'm going to keep the live stream on for a little while, though. I'm really glad that I had the camera active for that lightning strike, because I would have probably cried if I didn't. That was pretty cool, not gonna lie. Yeah, seeing that pole get hit by lightning was totally worth like the 5-hour drive to get down here. Seriously. Yep, definitely made it worth it. Glad we got to see that.
Turn right onto the slip road. There. Turn right onto the slip road.
At VR Chambers and Liberty County in Texas.
Oh, you're turning. Damn it. No, hopefully we can get around this guy.
320.
Turn right onto the slip road.
Yep, it's not Texas without road construction, that's for sure.
Yeah, this severe weather event's not over, though. I mean, this could go quite some time yet. It's just, there's a point where you're down here and you kind of got to cut your loss, where it's like, well, our target storm is not doing anything.
XVR Taney County in Missouri.
Our target storm is not doing anything, and it's about to move over the open waters of the Gulf, where we really can't do anything about it. And to go to another target area, it's going to take us longer to get there than the storms are going to be there. So just kind of got to cut your losses a bit on a day like this.
XVR Cameron County in Louisiana. Jefferson and Orange County in Texas.
Yeah, there is a flood risk out here too, but even that may have trouble materializing. These storms are dumping a lot of rain, but they're moving along quick enough that they're not dumping a lot of rain over the same area for too terribly long. Ah, shit. I needed to keep left there. Are you freaking kidding me? Thanks, Google. You bitch.
Turn left, then turn right.
Oh, we'll just do
Turn
this.
right.
I think the real show was earlier this morning in like the Pensacola area. There's no way we would have got over there in time.
XVR Webb County in Texas. Flash flood warning, Beauregard, and Calcasieu County in Louisiana. Tornado warning message. Tornado warning Jasper, in Newton County in Texas.
Of course. That's that big old mess north of Orange, Texas. I think it's just radar indicated. Yeah.
XVR Brazoria, Matagorda, and Wharton County in Texas.
timed that just right.
The tornado ring northwest of Lake Charles, that looks very sloppy.
Yeah, I figured that was going to happen. About due for it. I got El Reno in. I don't know if that's where I'm going, but I'm just trying to get the hell out of here. A lot of lightning out here, though, I'm seeing.
Same. That was a fun day here. I thought, might have been struck by lightning. The CD is pretty insane.
Alright folks, I'm probably going to get out of here. I don't want to drag this on too long. We're kind of running out of stuff to do here. Milking a dry cow now. Those storms are all going out over the Gulf in our target area. There's nothing behind them. But thank you everybody who's a super chatter, a PayPal contributor, channel member, viewer, and thanks to everybody who subscribed to the channel today. I mean, it wasn't much, but at least it was something. We didn't end up with our big hail today. That's what the enhanced risk was for, at least here anyway. Alright folks, I hope you all have a good afternoon, good evening. And if you haven't, or you're new here, you can visit seethestorm.net. I pinned it in the chat. find out where to follow us. And thanks again. I'm out. I will see you back here. It looks like on Wednesday. Unless something happens tomorrow that I'm not expecting, but I don't think that's going to happen. Have a good night, everybody, and see you later.